Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the Managing Director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video suggests, we're discussing so-called tax harmonization and this notion of a common reporting system. I thought of making this video after reading a recent article from the Pattaya Mail, that's pattayamail.com. Article is titled, "Foreigners and Their Overseas Income, What Next?" Quoting directly, the optimistic view about the future is that TIN registration, they mean TIN, tax identification number, registration will remain voluntary, as in fact it always has been for Thai citizens. If you think you are liable for tax, then by all means register. If you try to cheat, the newish common reporting system, an automatic and international exchange of the financial information of individuals to combat tax evasion and ensure compliance, will expose your dealings. Yeah, I gotta say, if people kind of want to know my opinion, you want a little insight into this, I do understand people get a little frustrated with me because I fully have my lawyer hat on, especially my tax attorney hat on and my comparative law hat on when I'm discussing these issues, because I am a tax attorney in the United States. And so from a professional standpoint, I may seem a little bit nonchalant about the whole issue. But that said, I'm not a big fan of taxes. And this whole notion of harmonization, which I believe is a term the OECD uses, which Thailand is trying to become a part of, and this notion of a common reporting system, and we have to stamp out these tax evaders. Wow, isn't it great when you see a bunch of governments effectively conspiring with each other around the world to basically bleed their own citizenry dry in terms of taxation? It's pretty disconcerting, quite honestly. And honestly, if we're moving forward into some kind of international system wherein this is the standard, where there's just constant, disclosure between jurisdictions in order to maximize tax payment, basically, because God forbid that there be tax evasion, which that term is a term of art. It has a specific meaning to it. But that said, I just don't really like that world. That's a brave new world I'm not overly interested in living in, if you want me to be honest. Again, this is kind of more or less an opinion piece. I'm not a fan of this stuff. I have to deal with it, and we have to deal with it to assist our clients. But again, this is not something I am thrilled about. And in fact, I really kind of prefer the days of Thailand just being out here on her own, doing her own thing, and not really worrying about compliance and cross-jurisdictional reporting and harmonization. So if you wanted a little bit of insight into my thoughts on this whole tax thing, there you go.